Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lisa Campos, Community Affairs Director with your Positively Tampa Bay. For over a decade, St. Pete Times food editor Janet Keeler has been flooded with cookie recipes from readers across the Bay Area. To date, she's received about 5,000 recipes. Joining us in the studio with more is the cookie woman herself, Miss Janet Keeler. Hi there.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
So you've put these cookies together, made this wonderful book called Cookielicious. So now we have to add published author to your list of credentials. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How fun is it to get all these cookie recipes from readers?
Oh, it's been wonderful over the years, just because, you know, they let you into their recipe boxes and sort of into their family heirloom recipes, which has been really fun.
You say that some of the cookie recipes have come in the form of emails, others cards, notes. Do you get recipes with smudges still on them?
Well, I actually do, especially at the beginning, and we sort of say, please don't send your originals, because, you know, with the volume it's hard to send them back, but sometimes people are done with them and they say, you know, just keep them. But I love to get that with the little smudges on them, because, you know, those are well-loved recipes.
So what would you say is the secret to good cookies? You say homemade is good, but frustration is not. So give us some good tips.
Well, the one thing I think that helps cut down the frustration is to read the recipe. I always, you know, I mean, I know it sounds kind of silly, but really should read it a couple times to make sure. Something that often has tripped me up, where it says to chill for an hour. You're like, oh, you know, I thought I was going to do those right away. So it's good to sort of know those things going into it. And then use the ingredients that the recipe says to use. Don't start substituting stuff because you don't like things until you really know how that recipe is going to turn out.
In your book, you include a little component that I don't usually see in recipe books, the freeze-worthiness.
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, the reason we did that was because probably the first 7 or so years that we did the annual cookie project at the paper, we didn't put that in, and I used to get a lot of phone calls. Can I freeze this, or, you know, can I not freeze this? So what we decided to do is just test them. So after we make them, when we test them, we keep a couple aside, which is always very difficult to do, and put them in the freezer and let them freeze, and then defrost them and see how they turn out. And then we sort of went back and retrofitted the recipes, because once we did 30 or 40 of them, we sort of had a feel for what freezes well and what doesn't.
You brought in some of your favorites.
Yes, I did.
Which is your absolute favorite?
Well, today I brought in recipes. We have a chapter in the book that's for kids, and either cookies that kids can make easily with an adult, or just flavors that kids like. So I made all these out of the kids chapter. And I am a huge fan of peanut butter.
Okay.
So these are peanut butter and jelly bars.
Ooh.
So, you know, it's almost as good as a sandwich, right? And then we have, these are white chocolate orange cookies, which people really like. These look like chocolate in the middle, but they're actually root beer cookies.
Really?
They have root beer flavoring in the cookie and in the icing.
And these look like popcorn.
Well, those are no bakes. And I really like those.
I like the sound
so
of
it's
that.
just melted chocolate, a couple of kinds of cereal, peanut butter Captain Crunch. Who knew, right, that they had that? Marshmallows and some nuts. And, of course, you know, if you have a peanut issue, you can leave those out.
So where can folks get your book?
Well, you can get it online at mycookielicious.com, and we've got free shipping right now, so that's a good deal.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you, Janet. We're so proud to have you and your success in our community.
Nice of you to say that.
And happy cookie eating.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing in some cookies for us.
Sure, you bet.
There's a website. Remember to go online for more information on the book. Remember, free shipping if you go online and purchase it through mycookielicious.com. Thanks for watching, everybody.